You know, my cameraman just came up with a point. He says, how do you remember where you're at once you get interrupted? Because he'll be sitting there working, and then I'll interrupt him and say, hey, you know, because he's a gopher. He goes for this, he goes for that, goes for the other thing. So when you first started in drywall, you first start in the trades, you're a gopher, and you go for all of these different things. Well, if I need something, trust me, it's a lot more economically efficient for me to keep doing what I'm doing and have him go get it, go out to my truck, go get it, go do what I have to do to keep going. So I will keep going what I'm doing, and I'll send him out to go do something to bring me back something. Tools, material, tape, whatever I don't have that I need at the moment. And then he loses his place. He completely forgot where he was at. So this is what I do. When I get a call to come and do something, I set my pan and my knife down right where I'm at, right where I'm working, right? So I know when I come back, I'm going to start right where I left off. So when I was a gopher and I was asked to go for this, go for that, I would just take my tools and I would set them down right where I'm working, and I would go do whatever I had to do, and then when I come back, I know exactly where I'm at. And to not get lost, some of these houses that I'm working in, guys, were huge. I remember one house that I was working in North Barrington, it was 24,000 square feet of floor footage. And this was a house. This wasn't a commercial building, this was a house. It looked like a ski lodge in the trees. It was sitting on 15 acres, and it was just huge, absolutely huge. To not get lost in a job that size, you have a starting point and an ending point. And the ending point is usually right where you started. So I will start where I started, and I would work my way around, all the way around. I remember one house that I was working in, I wouldn't even make it if I was working and say I was spotting screws and doing light boxes or crossing off and stuff. I wouldn't even make it back to where I started. The house was way too big. So I would put something there where I ended so I know where to start the next day, because it took me 8-10 hours and I couldn't even finish what I was doing, my cross-offs, my screws, or whatever I was working on. I couldn't even finish it. One house that I was working on, the guys showed up and they go, "You're here by yourself?" And I go, "Yeah." You know there's a time frame on this house, right? And I go, "Yeah." Are you going to be able to do this house by yourself? I go, "I was told I have 17 days. 17 days to finish one house. That's not hanging it. That was just taping it and finishing it." And they're like, "Yeah." I go, "Not going to take me 17 days to do this." So I got paid for a whole week that I didn't work, because I finished a week early, and I got paid for an entire week that I didn't work. I love that. I mean, I just love that. So in order to keep track, have a starting point and an ending point, and the ending point is always where you started. And to not get lost, just set your tools down when you get called away, and then you'll know where you're at. You guys have a great day. Hey, if you really like this video, subscribe, and if you really, really like this video, share it with somebody else. You have a great day.